It appears that the doctor's energy signature has changed to something similar to Kuvaki, but not like the Kuvaki we're used to. Nodkrae's Kuvaki devices will only have a limited effect on it. I can see why you've chosen to place your hopes in alchemy instead. Also, I must say these books are rather profound.
My subordinates just shipped them in from Fontaine. Some of them are from the Narcissenkreuz Ordo. Some are incident reports from Petrichor, and then there's a few test reports for these junk machines. Additionally, after some further scanning,
What's that?
Tevat's skies contain multiple moons. A long time ago, when I did my first scan, I detected 3. Just as the legends say. But when I checked again just now, I detected...
So there's one extra?
Yeah. Originally, I thought that if I could still find 3 moons, that would at least mean Colombina's still alive. But then it occurred to me that apart from the frost moon, Tevat's moons are just husks. And husks surely shouldn't show up in the scan, since it's weird, isn't it? If we can't even distinguish between a dead and a living moon, or does this mean that the moon marrows are equivalent to the moons themselves?
It's certainly possible. In which case, the 4th moon you detected may be Dottore's.
So he wasn't bluffing. He really built his own moon marrow.
It's easy to get overwhelmed when you have too much on your plate. Maybe you need to relax. Perhaps try going for a walk, or simply take a few deep breaths.
Nothing can calm me down at a time like this. I need more time, and...
It's Mr. Flynn.
I really hate that ringing tone. Ugh. First the 4 orthants of the Narcissenkreuz.
Oh, sorry if we're disturbing you. Might I ask what's troubling you?
What do you want? We're busy.
Are you still at the Curatorium of Secrets?
Yeah. Look, everyone else is still out, so there's no hurry. Plus, I'm busy, so I would have...
Even though we have crucial intel to share?
Fine. I'm listening.
Do you intend to share it via the Dodo communication device?
Ordinarily, I would, but this is a unique situation. I think it's best that...
All right, then. So, what's the
The rest of the team is still out working on their missions and evacuations, but we've decided to fill you in on the most crucial information first.
Sandrone, you were right. Colombina is most likely still alive.
That's the best news we've received in a while.
Random locations. Appearing in reverse order? Are you serious? So not anyway. Does this mean we can deduce her condition from...
Miss Sandrone, there's nothing wrong with simply admitting that you're happy to hear the good news.
I'm not. And she's the least of our problems. If she can't control the flow of time in there, she's just gonna keep moving backwards. Different points in time won't intersect, and she'll never...
Let's say life begins with a drop of water. When did time begin? The moment this planet came into being? No, that's not right. Her final destination would be the moment at which the space she is in was created.
But it doesn't seem like we can influence that space from the outside world. Also, if she's alive, Rarier and Thalindus might be too. But as far as we know, neither of them have come back out. That space may not have an exit at all.
I'm afraid I must concur with Miss Nefer in this.
Can't exactly argue with that. Let's leave it there for now. I've taken notes on everything you said.
Will it help with your research?
I doubt it's gonna help with breaking Dottore's energy fields. But who knows when it might come in handy. Better to have it all. All right, I need to get back to my research. Mr. Albedo has made a lot of suggestions that...
Sure, I'll stay here. I have things to work. Paimon, are you there? Oh, right. She went with Varka to Natland, didn't she? Good thing we've moved her. Speaking of the Traveler. There's a note.
Paimon here. Not in at the moment, but if anyone needs to borrow her stuff or the travel... Also, Traveler, if you get back before Paimon, make sure to get some rest. Paimon misses you a lot, but...
How sweet. Well, since you offered, this is the Traveler and Paimon's luggage. All the items they use day to day are here.
Неправда. Столько вещей я с собой не таскала в своих путешествиях. Откуда? В каком магическом кармане все это хранилось?
It's well organized. I wonder which of them is responsible for that. What do we have here? The camera captured a special moment that can only occur between... You can really sense how the photographer feels about their subject. I wonder why this picture was placed outside. This must belong to the Traveler. Hang in there.
Polonia. Search keyword world formula and bring me all relevant books. Let's see. This one is on Tonki sermon dictation concern. I believe that the correct term for this is fortuna. This was an ancient Romorian technology, a wisdom unparalleled. I never imagined that Romorian ideas would be so similar to the diagram I have named, the world formula. This is strong evidence that human civilization should gradually shed possibilities as it continues to explore, and the sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider variables. Sure, descenders. Dottore likely captured the Traveler because of her descender status. But the Three Moons' authority comes from the world. Where does this variable factor in? The world formula calculates the fate of an entire world. Introducing a variable would therefore give us... Polonia. Search keyword pathway and bring me all relevant books. Otonki sermon dictation. Explications on the chemical marriage. These titles are pretty esoteric. Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. Deconstructing and reversing its effects could generate potential ideas. So, it's one of Renee's draft lectures. Deconstructing the pathway. I suppose that could lead to a breakthrough. This is so long. This guy sure loves showing off his... Polonia. Search keyword tree model and bring me all relevant books. Most of the experimental devices proposed by the Lilia Crucis Ordo are built based on the simple and Lilia Crucis. Guess they were trying to cover up the name of the Nazi. When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, "It seems that there's no in all other things, he is but ordinary." Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. But great Detective Herlock, the alchemist and the clockwork saint? Isn't this a novel? Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Whatever. Memory, wishes, souls, and persona. Frankly, this sounds more like occultism, but if Albedo vouched, the way Alain Guillotin saw it, the world was comprised of machines. The universe needed machines. Renee, his full name was René de Petrichor, if I recall correctly. Sounds like he and the town must be intricately... That place was also the source of most of our information regarding Remurian civilization. See, the cutting of souls and storing them in vessels. These seemingly unrelated techniques underpinned René's research, assuming that the four orthants correspond to alchemical categories. The chemical marriage model? Alain would have scoffed at that. He never would have let those theories or parameters anywhere. What was Alain's view on Renee? I know he mentioned the name, Oh, now I remember. Alain's old notes are here too. Renee seemed most out of sorts when he spoke to me. A lack of sweet foods has dulled his mind, I should think. Either way, his words are not to be believed. Yep, that sounds... My subordinates actually did a half-decent job digging out all these materials. Some of Alain's old files are completely consistent with these records. He must have gotten them from the Tower of Gestalt. I never... He may have kept them, but he never even attempted to use them. Didn't believe a word they... Come to think of it, René's world formula was filled with calculations of constants. That shows he believed that the fate of the world... As for Alain... it's been too long. What would he have said? A guy like him, fervent believer in machines, but not headstrong enough. The world can be changed. It is worth persevering. He created that procedure to save this world. Yet the scale of... He died having never seen the outcome. And there I was. Did you really never take a close look at René's research? Or did you read it? The very thought of trying to incorporate his ideas probably made you feel sick to the stomach. Well, don't worry, because there's a whole new category of lunatic. You once asked me what I wished for. Should have asked him instead. He's the one pining for things you'd... Even the tiniest variable can make big waves in the Now then, allow me to put these incompatible First, establish and verify the existence of the Great Circle. Absolute nihil on one end, absolute reality on the other. Now, search between these two extremes. Then, the construction variables. The sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider introducing variables. Traverse the world, space-time, and civilization. Then extract the essential nodes from the records to determine which the primordial power that differentiated itself from the void. The power of light. Yes. Records. This is horrendously complicated. After all that, I'm still How do you think it looks, Polonia? Fine, keep it to yourself. It's not like... I jest. But true madness does often start with trying. So would Rosaline. She's been dead for a while now. When I close my eyes and think back, I can still see her face. And that enormous dress she used to wear. No one's asking me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted to save the world. The world needs a solution, but I don't need the world's validation. It's the world begging. Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see. They must be from that person who brought those documents. Something's written on the box. We are proud to present this homage to the Fortress of Meropede's fun-filled mill collection system. Fortune cookies. Sounds like a dumb gimmick to me. What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is...
Lady Arлекино, word has reached us that Lady Marionette's troops are all in position. They are
Excellent.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected. It looks like many of them must have lost their lives at the hand of the monsters released by the doc.
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks and keep in contact.
As you wish.
It's been a while, Arлекиno. You look well. Did Dottore really have to build his lab right on the sole path between Snezhnaya and Nodkrae? Had to go on a huge detour to stay out of its line of sight.
Sounds like an arduous journey. I assume you've brought word from Her Majesty?
Of course, all part of the job. Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized Fatui Internal Affairs to review Dottore's case. They will reach a formal verdict on whether he has turned traitor and whether he poses. While they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and receive the refuge.
They are nearby. My team will escort you.
Great. Aside from that, Her Majesty has a message for you and Sandrone personally. Huh?
She stayed behind to work since I was making the trip anyway. It seemed sensible to have one person on standby at base.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Tsaritsa's decree this time is pretty awesome sounding. Still, I wonder what... Wait, did one of our troops turn into a monster?
Take him out. Transfixed!
Yeah! Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. You've gotten stronger, Arлекино. Nice.
Stop that right now. I appreciate the praise, but I am not fighting you today.
I knew it. You're mine. I can't believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment.
Another fine piece of work by our dear colleague.
What in the world has been going on?
A lot. But long story short, Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged to Colomb.
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses, not...
You could stand to be less surprised. We are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes the creation of I tell everyone who asks that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's...
Thanks for speaking up for me. Then again, surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled up with them the way I did. That's gotta count in my favor, right?
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience. I might have to lower my opinion of you.
No. I'll stop.
Dottore is currently still experimenting with his newfound power in ways that continue to corrode the outside world. As for the human mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence. That radiant beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live so that he could become an experimental... Also, those of us who fought Dottore have been afflicted with a curse.
This is so much worse than I thought. No wonder, while these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use unilateral executive powers. Should Dottore pose...
My thanks to Her Majesty. I will pass these good times.
Her Majesty has also declared that she will refrain from launching an attack on the now evacuated Nodкрае due to the presence of unretrieved
A wise decision.
By the way, how's my old partner doing?
Partner? I'm afraid I have bad news. She was captured after our failed assault on
What? Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone?
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure he does.
This won't do. I have to...
You can't. We have no idea where the
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here...
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you can do right now is complete your mission.
Fine. I guess I'll...
One last thing. Tell the rooster to get the message out to the gods and citizens of every nation in Teyvat. Beware. An uncontrollable pollution is spreading forth from Nodкраe. The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his experiments. The Fatu... However, if Nodкраe fall, considering Dottore is one of our own, all Fatui stationed in Nodкраe consider...
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it,
I hope you're right.
You're right on time.
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that? I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt. I landed...
I'll help you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
What are the doctor's energy fields even made from? The usual attract and repel principles that govern...
They are very mysterious. But ultimately, they appear to be comprised of energies from the 3 realms. Thanks to research by Master in the Hexen Circle, we know that Teyvat's 7 elements are derived from the more primordial power of the Light Realm. Since you have the power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already tell that this energy...
That's true. It's not abyssal energy, it's something...
I've been thinking about something. Do you still remember the device that Dory supplied from the academia? That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've ever seen. Not to mention the operating principles. Surely the most The clue was that Miss Colombina was somehow able to use the pyro energy that you provided. Despite the fact that, as of now, all elemental energy is, of course, derived from light realm energy to begin with. This presumes a theoretical model of the 7 elements akin to that of light refracted through a prism. Perhaps it is no mere analogy. Maybe there is indeed a... I almost wonder if the idea for the device was conceived based on direct observations of said prism. It is at once a masterwork of engineering and a groundbreaking. I suspect only Lesser Lord Kusanali herself could... But back to the energy field before us. If this is pure light realm energy, its relation to elemental energy is one of integration versus division. Or you could say that the former can take... Could this mean that elemental energy can dilute the power of the light realm?
Should we give...
We should.
Ha! It worked!
Clear signs of disruption were detected at the periphery of the energy field. This indicates that elemental energy can disturb or even... Now you try.
All right. It's worked!
Switch to abyssal energy and attack again. No surprises there. Abyssal power drains the energy field to a significantly greater extent. I now feel confident in asserting that the energy field is indeed pure light realm energy.
But the energy field is huge. How much elemental...
We don't have to neutralize it completely. That's all for theory. Would you like...
So you knew I was here?
Huh? When did you get here?
A while ago. But Albedo sounded like he was working on his thesis defense back there. Back in Sumeru. You can end a
Very thoughtful of you. I'm truly touched.
With what?
A little test. Try using Animo to unleash a concentrated assault with circular blades.
Nice! This time it tore through the...
Tremendous.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies in such close proximity.
Sounds sensible to me.
Don't worry, I got this. You two be careful in there. Just give me the sig...
What do you mean?
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month. When 2 bottles of it are smashed on the ground together, they emit...
Glad I asked.
Like I thought. Beyond a certain distance, we can't see the opening where we came in. Maybe that's to prevent people from escaping.
Sounds like Dottore's style to me. Not much has changed. Things are basically the same here as they were before the energy field appeared.
They have no heartbeats and they're not breathing. We can only assume they're dead. Also, there's an animal squatting next to each body.
It's watching us. That's not an animal.
What are you trying to tell us?
Doesn't seem eager to talk. I guess maybe it's just an animal after all.
Let's keep looking around.
Too slow. Same situation everywhere. Not a living soul in sight.
Well, I think we can safely rule out the possibility that they're all pets.
Is skirting around the topic your way of showing consideration for other...
Just being cautious. I don't doubt that you can...
Careful.
Swallow Fury.
Please. Help us. Please.
Over there, I hear a voice.
Please. Help us. Please.
What happened here?
I don't know. Suddenly, everyone collapsed. Then my life, I still have some of my senses left. I gotta get out of here.
It looks like there's a huge experiment going on inside this energy field. Maybe each energy field is its own giant experiment. Vile.
He's swapping human minds with those of animals. Even without the other circumstances, this would be an extreme. Those people may have lost their sense of selves, but they are not fully animals either. If they were, they would have left. But instead, their instincts are...
We should go. No sense in stick...
Agreed.
The wind rises. Ah! Ah, you're back. Everything okay?
We saw some things that take a strong stomach. Otherwise...
We should share our findings with the others.
Yes? Who is it?
Miss Nefer, it's me, Albedo. We found a way to break through the energy fields. With enough control, it's possible to tear them open using elemental. Also, we managed to take a look inside. Dottore is carrying out his cruel experiments on an immense scale. And
Sounds like he's living down to our expectations.
might I ask how things are proceeding on your end?
I'm just about to get started. I'll be in touch once I have a result.
Understood.
I will.
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are...
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters...
Let's begin. Entering simulation mode. A vast wasteland. Is this the travelers? I was expecting something more vibrant, to be honest. Wait, someone's there.
What are you looking at? In that case, I'll look at it with you. I want to know all about everything you've seen and is there somewhere I should return to? Or should I stay here and be the hero everyone says I am? I don't dislike my current life. Roaming the land, fighting battles, accomplishing... I guess the only thing that...
This is the conscious layer, which contains a person's true feelings. It is filled with both longing...
I suppose anyone who lives long enough ends up wishing for someone who can't be there. Maybe it's the only way we can feel...
Time to delve a little deeper.
Nasha Town is hardly the optimal choice for a place to live, but it has character and a reasonable population density.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, don't be nervous. I was just thinking where might make a good starting point for your journey. Perhaps I should send you further afield. Conria.
Conria ceased to exist long ago.
Once again, you fail to understand the possibilities. You simply do not wish to see that happen. That might be because you miss your sibling, and if we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship. In a moment.
Oh no.
What are you... What are you gonna do?
Don't move. Something unwanted has crept into... Oh? Gone as quickly as it came.
Did you save me?
If I hadn't cut the connection, Dottore might have caught you from the other side and destroyed. This was a good idea, but once is plenty. You were
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
Albedo speaking.
I think I know where she is.
What is this? I can't see anything. What happened?
Ah, sorry about that. I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend of yours...
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it?
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances? Oh dear. Have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather intriguing. The moment you closed your eyes, time seemed to grow impossibly A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again. But only for you. No one else was affected. I dare say this...
Point taken. You've proven once again...
Oh, you misunderstand. This wasn't about proving a point. I was testing things out. I find I learn best by doing. And I have to admit, time is not the easiest dimension to control. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while, but it ended up lasting a whole month. Clearly, I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too serious. Had I been off by a year, a decade, or even a century, that would...
You could have frozen me for millions of years. So much for collaboration.
Millions of years? To what end? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic creatures who understand only that which they can perceive with their senses. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. But if I left you here for 100, 1,000, or 10,000 years, the sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. They would not have the capacity to come. Unfortunately, while gods do exist in Tevat, their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Did you ever really hope that they could begin to understand someone like you? Your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them. How long will it be before they start to treat you like the...
Alien.
Even I feel bad for you sometimes. This world has made you into a slave. So many times you have served its will, and not once have the powers that be ever thought to grant you. You have been treated most unfairly. I can change that. I will grant you special privileges and give you back the status you rightly deserve.
the past 3 times at this point, but I still have so many questions. For instance, beyond each point being further back in time than the last, what determines the specific locations at which I can make entry? So far, the common thread linking all 3 scenarios is that the traveler has been, but it's more than that. I know I sensed something familiar. I'll keep this question in mind as I can.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control.
This looks like Star Sand Shoal. Was this before Rerir regained his physical form?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not—
The cannon. That's right. I was at Silvermoon Hall, and right after that, came an ominous power emanating from Star Sand.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinct.
I wonder if I could try to prevent his resurrection. But how would I do it? What?
Traveler, behind you! Look at that light!
No, I won't make it in time. She's using the Kuvaki shield like I taught her. Is she gonna use it to block the cannon's beam? She's strong. I'm sure she can manage. But the Easy Island. The Frost Moon Scions will be
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Colomбина. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward
Maybe that really was me after all. Well, future me. There's no time. I have to make it. Oh, Frost Moon. Oh, great land. Oh, if you can hear me, if you can sense my call, then please, heed me once more! Did it work?
Hey, wake up. Hey, did you hear me? Colomбина, I said wake up. Now?
Oh, good morning, Sandroне.
It's 3 in the afternoon, actually. And could you kindly not—
Aw, but I feel so safe And your coffee, right? It's so bitter, but it smells lovely.
It's like you were raised by wolves in a forest or something. What did you drink growing up? Grass tea?
The Frost Moon Scions certainly led a more frugal existence.
Then I'll bet you've never eaten one of these before.
It smells delicious.
That's because it's a Fontanian recipe. I had a little free time today, so Rosaline will be here shortly, but if you really can't wait, Hey, at least let me finish before you start eating! Did the Frost Moon Scions, or did the rules not apply to you because you're the high and mighty moon? Of course they are. I made them.
I was worried they might contain traces of machine oil.
What? You know, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. I mean, I'm sure their food was awful. But,
well, life there didn't go quite how I...
What were you expecting? You're a god. Your followers are gonna... Surely you can just answer a few prayers here and there in return for the free food and drink. How bad can it...
Well, would you help other people just for free food and drink? The doctor told me that you were created by a great mechanic.
The Lord Artificer. Ugh, some people can't keep their mouth...
Oh, Lord Artificer. And didn't he have...
Narzissenkreuz. Oh.
Yes, that was it. Narzissenkreuz Ordo.
You must be joking. I wouldn't go even if they paid me.
Exactly. Well,
What do you know? Well, in his later years, Alain did ask me if there was anything I wanted to do. If I had any wishes.
Who's Alain?
He was the... You know what? Never mind. You're not gonna remember. Let me ask you this. What sort of place would you like to live in?
A place where people don't ask me for things I cannot give them. Where they don't worship me or fear me, but just want to chat with me like a normal person. I'd also like the freedom to come and go as I please. And ideally, it would...
Not to burst your bubble, but no such place exists in the world. Now, take your snacks and scram.
Did I pass out? Of course. I'm back. I dreamed of events from my past. Sandrone. Traveler. I miss you all so much. Back there. I guess I managed to harness all the Kuvaki energy. Time is flowing backwards here. And I can use that mystery ally everyone talked about. I can sense that there isn't much more power remaining. What lies at the end of all of this? Will time keep flowing into end? Will I ever find my way back? It's getting harder and harder to use my power. I'm no match for the abyss in this state. I need to avoid the contaminated fragments. Time to go. I wonder where I'll find myself this time. The final night cemetery. This...
Or not? How are we
Difficult, yes. But it is also...
Seems like they're searching for information. Oh, was this my doing too?
to expose the true intentions of this Rerir.
Are my actions changing the past? Or are they simply completing a process? Is all of this inevitable? Or if I choose not to help them now, will it
Hope we don't land on our heads then.
They're my friends. I can't not help them.
Ghost!
And the other one was... here.
Hey! Another file's moving!
That should do it. Luannottar? You... can sense my presence? Wait! Lουanνотар. So she's that familiar presence I've been sensing all along. She's always been by the Traveler's side. That explains why the Traveler has been there each time I've entered the past. But why Lουanνотар? Is it because she has a connection to me as the Moon Goddess's familiar? That's... I cannot sense any power up ahead. This is likely my final chance to... It's now or never. I have to find a way back. Hisi Island? Where's Lουanνотар?
Seeing Enefa and Aino reunited like that...
Traveler, Paimon. No. Stay calm. I don't have much power left to change things. Think, Colomбина. A way back. To where? Do I go back to Moon Prayer Night? And if I return in my current state, Dottore's actions that day prove that he'd been planning that for a long time. He had already seized the power of 2 moon marrows before capturing me. Even if I manage to get back, how can I fight against him when he wields the I can't. If I go back like this, I have to find some way of rivaling the power he has used. Wait. Time flowing backwards. The Tri-Lune Authority. Does that mean... I think I know what the final... I know what I must do.
Speaking of homes, we must already be close to where the Frost Moon Scions live. The vibe here...
But how do I communicate my plan? Should I write it down here? No, I need something with a close connection to me. Something I can use... Now...
Hey, what was that? I feel like some sort of breeze blew...
It was I who brought Lουanνотар into being. That's why I could sense a familiar power from the moment I entered the... It also explains why she's been present in every past look, because we have a deep connection.
Hey there!
And the reason why there are no more gates to the past after this point is that Lουanνотар hadn't been born then. No wonder I sensed the trace of a blessing when we first met. But I still didn't recognize back then. I was just a little lost dove.
Go on. Go on now. We've got stuff to do.
Hey, you scared it?
I'll be counting on you. Remember to stay by the Traveler's side. Guide... Oh, and bring her to the garden where the moon prayer blossoms grow. You too. As for mine...
How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your actions? You could crush people. Believe me, such a life is but one small...
What point is he trying to make? Freedom? Why would you offer me that?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level, where I shall be not just... A god's laboratory is the perfect playground. Mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not so with descenders. I'd prefer my first guest to be a distinguished individual such as yourself.
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent lives. The same dilemma that Rerir once faced. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit? Rerir did.
Have you made up your mind?
I can't do it. Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person. But we both know
You've grown a lot since we last met. But there are still things you are unwilling. Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a gesture of goodwill? I'll give you a little time to learn to be a less noble soul.
I really doubt I could...
And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. The benefits appeal to you because you can read the sign. Why don't we return to my research facility? Your last visit was so rushed. Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing. Now then. A new face. Interesting.
You're still gonna call me Hack Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. I'll be fine. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to your rescue? I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Now we're even. Distracting Дотторе was tough. I won't He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. That was my one shot. I never wanted to obliterate someone. Дотторе doesn't recognize me. But his segments were originally made based on an analysis of my operational principles. I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures out what I am.
So Дотторе doesn't recognize Wanderer. Because he deleted himself from Irminsul. Did he really miss his only chance for revenge by saving me?
Why the long face? Hey, I'm not blaming you, okay? And I'm not complaining either. Rescuing you, everyone would be pretty stuck without you. It's best you live to fight another day.
How are you holding up? Are you all right? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we could after leaving the energy field, and only meet up once it was safe.
You don't look injured. It seems that Dottore didn't do any—
All right. Rescue operation complete. There's a lot more work to be done before this is over.